This is going to be a homemade deodorant video. And that might sound pretty hippie granola, right? But the truth is, like regular deodorants, just along with all our other beauty products and things that we use, contain tons of toxins, more than you'd know. So probably the one that's most common that everyone knows about is aluminum. And aluminum is like the base of most deodorants. And aluminum is linked to things like Alzheimer's. So it also changes estrogen receptors in your body. And so they've been doing research and studies to see if this is tied to breast cancer because it's changing the estrogen in the body. The other thing that's in a lot of deodorants is parabens, and those also mimic estrogens. So they did a study where it was like 8 times, the people that had been diagnosed with breast cancer were 8 times more likely to they had it 8 times more, something right here where it was where they put their deodorant. So parabens, there's propylene glycol, which is in antifreeze. That's in most deodorants. That also has been linked to kidney and liver damage. There's DEAs, TEAs, there's more. There's preservatives, there's all kinds of stuff. And the truth is there's a lot of really good brands, I think, that are pretty good of clean deodorants. And if you have a Harmon's there or any Whole Foods or anything like that, you can find safe deodorants. But you need to check those ingredients on the back, because some of these new companies are just profiting off all of us trying to find better things, and they're really not cleaning out. One is Burt's Bees. I used to always buy a lot of their products, and Johnson & Johnson apparently bought them like a year ago, and so now they're putting leads in their lipstick, all these things, again, because they're cheaper, that they used to not have. So you really have to check. But I thought I would do a homemade deodorant. Adam uses one, I think it's called Underarm Jack, if that might be the name, but he has a few that he uses that are just natural. But this one is really easy to make, and it's just like a little paste that you just put a little bit on and just rub under the arms, and you can make it different scents with essential oils or whatever you want, but it's really easy. So I just thought I would show you real quick, just a cheap option. It's a lot cheaper than buying some of those, and so we use a little of both. So I'll buy him some that he keeps in his gym bags, and then this one we can just keep in our bathroom. So really easy. So the first thing you do, you just need, so coconut oil. This is just the Nutiva coconut oil, arrowroot powder. And if you haven't heard of that, it's almost like starch. You can use it in a lot of recipes in the place of like a cornstarch or potato starch. So, and that is at most stores now carry arrowroot powder, but it just be in the baking aisle. Okay. And then some baking soda. And then this is a clay. So this one is called Indian Healing Clay, but really there's lots of different kinds. It's basically just a bentonite clay. And I use this all the time when I do baths, detox baths. I put some of these in. It's great for mass. It's great for pulling out metals and toxins. And it's not very expensive. So you can find bentonite clay basically is the base of it. You can find it at most stores. So those are the ingredients. So super easy. So first you're going to take 5 tablespoons of coconut oil. And mine is liquid because it's warm here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a good thing that I said is most of these ingredients you can use for a lot of other things. So it's not like you're wasting ingredients buying them. So you could make this off of stuff that you already have around. It takes like 1 minute. Okay, so then it's just 1 tablespoon of baking soda. And then you take 6 tablespoons of arrowroot powder, okay, or arrowroot starch. 2. Cornstarch is genetically modified, so any recipe pretty much that calls for cornstarch, you can use this instead. So that's another use for the arrowroot powder. Okay, that's 6. And then 2 tablespoons of bentonite clay. And if you look at that, it's just kind of a powdery, it's a little bit messy, but not too bad. And it just soaks everything up. So this will keep it a real good paste consistency. So I'm just going to mix that up, and I'll show you what this looks like. So as far as the oils that you can use, there's, really it doesn't matter too much, but you can get some more therapeutic properties. So like frankincense would be great in this. it would just get right in there, right near, especially like I said, for women, that's just a great healing oil, you know, with the greater chance of breast cancer. That would be a great oil to use. Or lavender oil would be nice because it's always great around the skin. Lemon oil is antiseptic, so that would be a great oil. You could use Melaleuca. I'm actually doing one I'm just going to do citrus oil today because kind of just this really nice clean smell, you know, kind of a orangey, just clean smell, but you could do any one you want. So this just makes this kind of a powdery. I don't know if you can see that. So it's just, I could grab it and it would just kind of bunch together in a little bit. And that's all it is. It's just like this little powder. And then you put about, it just depends how, if you want it to smell more, and you can do a combination of oils. This one again is Citrus Bliss, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just right around there. I put 5 to 10 drops of whatever oil you like. And then again, mix that all up. So that might seem kind of crazy to do like a homemade deodorant, but it's that easy, and it works really well. The bentonite clay, it helps keep you dry, and it doesn't, you're not loading your body up with all these toxins. And people might think this is extreme, but if you think about every day how many products we use, and it's the overload. It's not just that one product necessarily has so many toxins that your liver can't filter out, but when you're having the air, the water, the shampoo, the makeup, you know, the food, everything, it's just too many toxins in our body. And right now, where you're trying to fight this cancer and heal, you want to just try to do everything you can to eliminate any toxins that are coming into your body. So it looks just kind of like that. You can store it in just little airtight containers. Like I said, it's really easy. You just put a little on and just rub it under your arms. So, and it smells good. That's not too strong. It just smells a little orange. So if you want it stronger, or if you want a different scent, just go through any different essential oils, like I said, and you can put it right in there. So that's it. Some homemade deodorant.